Hello, everyone. Welcome to one of the first Edge podcasts I'm running, where basically I get some really interesting humans that are building some really interesting solutions to problems that people have online. And we put those things together and we run some live demos of the software or tools that are being built. And one of the first people I've got on is Fery, Kaszoni, who has a digital PR agency, but has also built Olivia Brown, which is essentially like obviously, Fery, you can go into this bit more detail, but an AI digital PR agent. Is that correct? Would you say?
Yes, indeed. I think I would say it's a kind of AI workflow for PR teams and for the digital PR campaign. We just wanted to simplify the execution of the digital PR campaign and assist it with AI as well. I think AI can help in so many things now in terms of like the workflow. And I think many people on LinkedIn kind of got scared. They're like, oh my God, this Olivia wants to replace, and not many, I think there were like 2 people there among the thousands who've seen the post. Like, oh my God, you want to replace humans. You'll never replace humans with AI. No, we don't want to replace humans. We want to enhance humans. We want to amplify what you can do as a digital PR executive. And that's what Olivia is. The more skilled the person using it, the more powerful Olivia will be. Some of the people most excited about Olivia on our team are the senior, like the top executives who are smashing it on our team. Those are the ones so they've already been smashing it with, even before AI. And now when we give them this kind of entity, they're like next level and they're so excited and so happy. And I think that's where Olivia fits in.
I mean, we were saying, just talking off there about the fact that you obviously already have a really successful digital PR agency where you had to build the systems, the knowledge and the know-how to be able to produce this outcome anyway, right? So it's not built out of not having the skills before building it. So it's actually built for your teams first, and it happens to be that it's actually really useful and it can go out to the wider audience. I think you mentioned you've obviously already started onboarding some customers for Olivia.
Yeah, we have 40 paying clients, 40 paying clients in about 1 week after launching official on LinkedIn, but we had 2 or 3 other clients before we even launched on LinkedIn by just saying to somebody, hey, we're working on this tool. And they're like, what's this tool? Oh, it's like a PR tool. Oh, can we use it? They're like, yeah, sign up. So I think so far it made, in the first month, it made close to £20,000 in kind of subscription revenue, and hopefully next month we'll get to probably 60, 70, maybe £80,000 if we keep on building the tool. And I think many people will actually want to go to the top tier because many people just sign up to test it, but I can see so many people are like using it a lot, and hopefully they will love it so much that they will want more of her, right?
Yeah, I mean, from a personal observational point of view, it feels like people are signing up because they can already see that you and your team have the credibility to do this without this tool. So It's an enhanced tool with the knowledge of people who do this well already.
Indeed.
So it's like the affinity seems to be there from people who are already bought into, you share case studies of really successful digital PR campaigns. You did this before this tool existed, right? So I think there seems to be an affinity where people know, okay, well, they're walking the walk as well as talking, right?
Exactly. So, it's not like I'm in my dorm room and I have an idea for a application and then I build it up out of the blue. I've actually built this up because we need it. We have solved our own problems with it, our own big pains, and we know there's big pains in the PR industry, like big pains. And I think we have solved it, as you said, from the trenches.
When you solve your own problems, you then know there are lots of other people that have the same.
Absolutely, like probably hundreds of thousands of other people who have this problem,
including me, by the way. So it's great to get. You're showing me a demo. And I'll likely then use it myself after this. So
at the end of the video, you'll demo how you sign up for Olivia with the credit card, right?
Exactly.
We'll do it. Let's do that.
I'll use an agent for that, but
Yeah.
we'll,
Great.
cool.
Great.
Well, let's jump into the demo then, so you can show us kind of how this
Let me
works.
show you the beauty of Olivia, right?
Right, cool. Let's jump in.
So this is how we present Olivia. We started off with a higher tier. We started off with like $1,500 with like many credits. But we said let's just open it up for other people
Oh,
as
that
well.
has changed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's $250 now, $250 per month, so it's quite affordable by anyone. And now you have like 300 human hour equivalent, which is about 10 campaigns. You can run about 10 stories for your clients. And somebody just said, even if you get just one link out of those 10 stories, it's still worth the money, because right, even if it's just one link per month, like of course, hopefully you'll get like way more. But even so, it's still cheaper than just buying even guest blogs, right? So
and more effective. So it's
I mean, it's like earned. It will earn. Olivia will earn you the links. Of course, again, it's not Olivia who earns you the links. Olivia just helps you and amplifies you to earn the links, right? So this is the dashboard. Now we have a 4 steps process here. We have the ideation, content creation, journalist finding, and then the outreach. And that's how Olivia is. Quite a simple concept. I'm going to show you how we actually did a campaign, and I'm going to show you the link that this campaign got us. So we have this sleep client, and then we said, give us some ideas. Then we wrote up some press releases. Then we edited them manually after we had the draft, and then we triggered a journalist finding here, and then we just sent the emails to the journalist. So pretty streamlined. So this is how the ideas look like. It gave, I think, pretty good ideas. I think all of these have good potential for like being placed in these tabloids and all the nationals as well. When there's a heat wave, or where there's a TikTok where somebody says something, you can go and just debunk them, right? You can just go on TikTok, find some viral summer sleep hacks, get one of your clients as the experts to debunk that hack, say, hey, watch out. Maybe it's good, but you should also watch out for whatever. And then that's a story. So we had some really good ideas. It only took us 30 seconds to just trigger the ideation. And Olivia did the ideation for us while we made the coffee. And then when I came back, I had these and I selected a few. And this is the actual one that got us the link in the Sun. I can even show you. Let me show you the link. So the Sun. And the simple bedroom trick to help you sleep better during a heat wave, right? Amazing. And we actually have a really good spokesperson from AmeriSleep, and we said, hey, if you leave like the door open the exact 45 degrees angle, then you will have like the most efficient flow of air in your room. And I think that was the angle of the story, the 45 degrees angle. I think it's somewhere here.
So like this one simple hack kind of thing.
Yeah, like 45 degrees angle, and then you'll have like the best the best flow in like flow of air during nighttime when you sleep, right? So it's pretty cool. And then all we did is just select the idea and say generate press release, add the expert quote in here. So you add the expert quote in here and use deep research, and Olivia will then write up a draft press release for you within minutes. So all you need is a good expert quote, and then just enable deep research, because Olivia will go on the web, it will search, she will search Google, and it will try to find studies and interesting information that's official, like official announcements or official data that ties into the story and amplifies the story. And by the way, this deep research is our own technology, so it's not the ChatGPT deep research. We have built this from the ground up. It's a MySQL table where everything gets saved in our database, and then from there we can manipulate it in any way we want to, right? And you say generate press release, and then go away, have your second coffee, of course, and then by the time you come back with your coffee, you will already have the press release written by our dear Olivia. So this is the example. Right. this is how it looks like. It's so, I think
It's
it writes.
formatted quite easy to read, right?
And let me know if you can see any AI vibes here. There's no AI vibes.
Not easily. No. Well, yeah, I'd have to like read it with. Usually, you would see it instantly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't really. Just obviously formatting language. That is crazy.
It's so and it's so powerful. Like one of our, I think you might know the person from LinkedIn, and he's a client, and he said, "Hey, can we have this technology to actually write blog posts in the same quality?" And I said, "Well, of course, we can use this to, we can change changes, so we can also have a blog writer with this exact technology." And he was like, "Hey, man, yeah, we will. I think first we want to focus on the actual PR aspect of it, but we can easily just add a new blog writing here, and it's going to write so well that it's going to be indistinguishable from from like human writing. And also, look, it took like the data from the web, right, and it included them in the press release.
Wow.
That enhanced like the story. And if you go to the settings, you will see which items it collected from the web, right, and what is selected. And if you don't like it, you can just say, let's just don't just untick this and then tick this and then just redo research. I have to change the wording. I think it's just rewrite content. So within 5 minutes now we'll have a revision 25, and then we'll have the press releases, like the press release rewritten with that specific one that I just selected now.
So in terms of the idea generation, there's obviously an onboarding flow before then in terms of client context, what they're after. Is that what you do first, and then you go generate ideas for this client?
Yeah. So you can add a new client here, and then you describe what the client is, but also what Olivia will do is, once you add the website, Olivia, before it starts the ideation, it will go on the website and it will scrape their website and it will understand what the client is about. So you can just leave, you can just add anything here. It doesn't matter, because Olivia will visit the website anyway. It will scrape all the data, pull it into our database, and will learn about the client and the client's niche. So you don't even have to say, you can say here, you can say the client wants to avoid stories about the royals, like the royal family, and Olivia will listen to that. Or even when you do the ideation, for example, let's just select a whatever client, and then campaign ideas, and you can just say, give me ideas about pets, right? And it's just going to give you ideas about pets that tie into that specific client. Let's just do an exercise. 7, let's say a diamond, a diamond, strictly. How is it going to tie in a diamond, like a ring, like a wedding ring client, or like an engagement ring client with pets? Let's see. Let's wait for it. So now the ideation is in progress, and within probably 5 minutes, we will have some ideas that are about diamonds and about pets. I'm not sure how that works, but we'll see.
Let's see. So while we're waiting, then I was thinking about the flow. What would you say would be an ideal customer, or what would be some prerequisites or traits or skills that would mean? Because obviously, like you said earlier, this isn't a silver bullet. It requires a level of knowledge or skill to use properly. Who would you describe that as
I think
being?
Anyone who's using it has to know how to write. Like the content is great, but you always need to double check it. You always need to do not send the raw output, even though it's pretty good, but do not use the raw output. Go and do some tweaks. Make sure there's no cringe statements there, because sometimes you never know. Sometimes AI might do some things that are like, maybe we can just delete this and then add something else. So always go and double check the content. Always make sure that it's you would be proud to send this to a journalist, right? And I think this is already like 99% good. You just have to tweak it a little bit, maybe take out some things or add some things. And
so some writing skill or
yes,
proficiency in understanding what good copy looks like.
Exactly.
Creativity for ideas, like
the more creativity you have, the better, because then you can guide the AI. You can even just do your own ideas. So it doesn't have to be just AI ideas. You can just add your own ideas here, right? And you can just run your own ideas. For example, when Elon Musk was arguing with Trump, we have a client. We didn't even have the client in the system in Olivia, so I just choose like another name in here randomly that we had in the system, and we said, "Hey, Trump is arguing with Elon. Please come up with ideas around this, right?" And I pasted a news article here from the web, and I said, "AI company like Undetectable AI, I wanted to do it for them. Give me some ideas around this, right?" And Olivia came up with these ideas. Let me just close this. Look at this. And I selected one. And the thing is, this was so fast. I did it so fast. It took me like 20 minutes to get this out to the press. So I selected the idea, generate press release. It wrote me out the press release here. And then once I had the press release and I liked it, let me just show you. It's pretty good. It's a pretty solid one. And we just said, hey, he might ban, Tom might ban X if he gets, angry, like whatever, frustrated with Musk, right? And then I selected the press release, here the content, select the item that you like, and let's say start journalist research, and give me the top 25 publications from the United Kingdom who are most likely to pick up this story. And I start journalist searches. And it goes away. And Olivia came up with 3. I think I did triggered twice for the UK and once for the US, and it came up with these lists for us. This is how it looks like.
Okay, so actually, then based on their previous language and previous publications, will then try and predict who's
exactly
basically take these stories up.
Exactly, but look what it did. So for every single journalist finding job, Olivia goes on Google and it Googles keywords for CNN and brings back the top 20 results for every single keyword, for every single publication. So Olivia went on Google, it scraped many search results from Google, right?
So it's actually retrieving live information.
Yes, absolutely. So it's not like, oh, give me 20 journalists. Like people might have thought that that's how Olivia works, like ChatGPT. Oh, give me 10 journalists for like whatever. No. This does like heavy lifting in the background. It's got like so many MySQL tables where it saves. We scraped 6,000 articles for this story alone. So 6,000 articles. We extracted 2,800 authors from those 6,000 articles. Then we matched them with the emails in our database. And then once we had the author names and their emails, we went back on Google. And for every single journalist, we Googled their name and their publication name to extract the latest 20 articles. We brought those back into our database again. And you can even see what they, right? So
it feels like the other trait here is bias for action. So someone that wants to have their finger on the pulse for either the project they're working on or the clients that they're trying to achieve results for, and continually looking for opportunities. Once you have that process in place, it seems like this then facilitates finding ideas, generating.
Yes. So this is finding the right journalists. And by the way, it's not perfect. Maybe there's going to be one journalist here that's not going to be, 100% relevant. But any list will have 1 or 2 journalists that are not going to be 100% relevant. But if you look at this, all of these are like, Trump. Like, so it actually found the right journalists who write about Trump and who write about Elon. Right? It really did a really good job with this one, right? Look, Trump, right? Trump. So it really found the right journalist, and it even says why. Look, the journalist's previous article shows strong, consistent focus on U.S. national news and politics. with a significant emphasis on Donald Trump, the White House, right? It explains why Olivia has selected. So it's not like, oh, just randomly select. No, it's got a reason why this journalist has been selected. Look at this, right? And even Trump and Elon Musk, it identified that this journalist writes about Trump and Elon Musk, and the story is perfectly about Trump and Elon Musk.
Right? Yeah. So in terms of quick glance at context and why you would select the contacts, essentially, there's an easy way of seeing why.
Absolutely.
Was chosen.
We want to prove, like we want to show, like, hey, it's not making things up. It's actually presenting the facts of why this journalist has been selected. And as I said, yes, sometimes we might have one or two or whatever number of journalists that are not 100% relevant, but any list will have. If you go to Muckrack, Roxhill, Cision, all of them, if you export like beats, they will have way more irrelevant journalists. And all the platforms, nothing is perfect, but I think this is giving you one of the most accurate lists that you can ever create without you actually having to create the list. Because Olivia will go and do the hard work, Google hundreds of keywords, read thousands of articles, extract author names, extract their latest articles for every single author, and then reason why this press release should be good for that author.
When I gave Journo a spin, it had like an easy chart or data analysis like presentation system. Did I see you had like a chart generator or chart analysis?
So that's for the data studies. Indeed. So we have the data studies. So let me just show you a data. Let's find the data. Okay, this is a good one. So what we did here, we just pasted some data in from Google Trends. So you can just download the data from Google Trends and then upload it here, just paste it in, and then it wrote up the story for me. And you can see the charts. If you go to the settings and charts, look at this. Look how cool that is. And you can even say, oh, give me the chart in like Bloomberg style, or give me the chart in USA Today style.
On the last iteration, I didn't see that on the last iteration.
It's crazy, right? Washington Post. So look at this. This is really cool. I mean,
and you can inject this into.
You can download it and then use the image, but for now we don't have the injection feature, but that is coming. Many people said, hey, can we just click a button and then put it in like the press release? And yes, that's gonna come very soon. But how cool that is, right?
That is really cool. I mean, is that like on purpose? Is there anything to do with like deliverability or file size of emails or anything like that? Why you don't massively inject them? Or
no, it's just a missing feature. The feature is not there yet. That's all it is. We are adding that feature into the platform. So just you'll have a button here, say use chart, and it's going to put the chart in the actual press release, because this is an editor, right? So you can edit this. This is an actual like rich editor.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you were to 1 to 5 step this, so Olivia Brown, sign up, put in your context details you got before the ideation. You essentially describe who you are, what you are known as, right? You then get to here, and it says essentially ideation, content ideas, finds the journalists that it thinks are suitable for the stories that you've picked, and it then essentially goes and contacts those journalists.
And then when you have the list, you just click here, say send to one journalist list, just add your subject line, and then send emails. Done.
All through the system.
All through the system. It's got like a really powerful email delivery system. We have been perfecting this for like the past 5 years. We've been working on our email system, and I think now we are pretty good at sending emails and making sure they get delivered. You can even see the statistics. Who opened it, right? When they opened it, how many times they have opened it. Look, this opened it twice, right? So
you've solved this problem for you internally.
Yeah.
How fast has the uptake been of Olivia internally, like as part of your already pretty extensive process that you already had, delivering really good work with your digital PR agency? Like, what is everyone using it now? Like, what
Everyone is using it indeed, and I've looked yesterday, and I think in last month people started really using it because we just deployed all the features, and we are using it for writing the press list, for sending, for generating the lists and sending emails as well. This is not the only system we are using at this moment, but because we already have like the legacy system that we took the good bits out and put it in Olivia, so people are still used to the old system. But more and more people are using this now in combination with the old system, which is our project management system for campaigns and everything that we have built in the past few years. So it's hard to just jump in here and leave all the work there. But we have, so last month in July we have spent 10,000. Let me just see if I can find it. I think it's like we had a 13,000 bill from one of the API providers. It was 10,000 for last month and like 3,000 for the month before. So we really jumped in terms of like API costs because everyone started using it from last month.
Yeah, I guess there'll be a trade-off with speed of delivery.
Yeah. That's what
teams working on things they like, right?
Indeed.
So then you're essentially paying for less in actual physical time, but
Indeed.
the efficiency and quality is also improving at the same rate. So
Absolutely.
the cost trade-off probably seems worth it, right?
Absolutely. That's what we are solving with that's what we are solving with this.
Yeah.
And it is like if you had to do this work manually, or if you had to go and find journalists and the past articles and so on manually, it would be like a massive job.
I have, and I know.
Yeah,
so,
it's
a complete pain, and obviously for me, doing SEO and having my own SEO customers, this will be part of my tool set going forward, inevitably, because of the time issues it solves. I only have time for certain things, and even likely for me as a complex SEO consulting, that's pretty much what I do with my day to day. I will help my clients install this with their teams, most likely. It won't be me running this, but I will help them install this into their own processes. Lots of them run different campaigns that require this kind of output, and they're still doing a lot of that stuff manually.
This is perfect for those teams who have, like, let's say your client has experts, right? If they are like a fashion expert or financial expert even, you can just install this for your clients, get them set up, and then every time they have an idea, they can just come here, just say, Taylor Swift stumbles upon, right? Taylor Swift. Let's say something happened. Like this is, I'm making this up. Taylor Swift fell off the scene. Chiropractor comments on what she can do, something like that. I know, I'm just making this up, right? And then you just add the export code here. I'm just going to leave it empty for now, but you can just dictate the export. Let's just dictate the export code. Taylor Swift fell off the scene yesterday at the concert, and I am a chiropractor expert, and this is my quote below. Full stop. She could take supplements such as MSM and chondroitin because it helps her recover faster, and also she should prevent drinking because that could increase inflammation in the joints. Full stop.
Spoken like a true expert.
I mean, I'm just made this up, but look how good it will write it up. So there, I certify that it's, of course, I'm a real expert in like I'm a chiropractor now. There, and all we have to do is just select a client. Let's see. I'm
still intrigued by the diamonds for pets.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. Great. So we got this. We selected the client. We actually have a medical spa client, and save ideas and write a press release. So Olivia now is going to write up my comments that I made, and it's going to add it into the press release, and then it's going to be ready to go within 5 minutes. How cool that is.
Yeah.
Let's see the ideas with pets.
What's the first one? Diamond specialist warns pet owners.
This is good, right?
Yeah, that's a viable
Spot
idea.
on. That is crazy.
That's a viable idea. I don't want to keep you too long today, so I also wanted to get your feedback on where do you see this going.
I think this can be.
How's this evolving?
Do you know how I see this? Let me show you. Have you heard of Harvey?
No.
Harvey AI, right? Okay. So Harvey AI is a platform for. They started up like lawyers for law firms. So they built a AI agent, like an AI kind of an AI helper for lawyers, right?
Okay.
That's Harvey, and Olivia is like Harvey but for PR. And that's where I can see Olivia really solving big problems and really helping the industry. I know some traditional PRs will be like, oh, you want to replace us. No, we don't want to replace. Harvey's not replacing lawyers. Harvey's amplifying them. And that's what we want to do with Olivia. We want to give more power to the PR executive. We want to give them more time. That's what we want to do. Yeah. And then look at Harvey. Check this out. Harvey AI, I mean, it should be with Y, AI valuation, just to show you kind of what's there. 4 months after 3 billion valuation, Harvey grows to 5 billion. And they have raised 300 million in Series E funding. What is that?
Doesn't feel like anyone is threatened if their uptake, because obviously valuations will be based on the trajectory of user base.
Yes.
So that, to me, signals that there is demand and no one feels threatened. I think, digital as an industry in general, we do err on the side of feeling threatened by things that we don't fully understand at times. We've got this whole geo SEO conversation going on, AI overviews. I think, trying to embrace the technology and really trying to understand how it can enhance things.
Absolutely. And can you imagine, like, this is not going to take jobs. It's actually going to give more jobs to people who want to use AI. I think that's how we should look, because there's always going to be, demand. And if let's say the service price goes down because you're more efficient, there's going to be even more demand. But then we'll need people who can and want to use these systems. Those are going to be the people who are going to be employed. Who, if let's say if an agency wants to hire somebody who says, well, I don't like AI. I want to use, I like to do it traditionally because that's how it's done in the industry, and AI is not good. Those people will have to adapt, I think, because AI is going to be, amplifying lots of their capabilities. So everyone should embrace AI.
But if you put not-for-profit projects aside and you have businesses that are there for profitability reasons, the people that are in those businesses are also there to make that business money. And agencies are usually employed, or freelancers like myself or other more specialist consultants are employed to get a certain output. And that output is usually based on some kind of revenue return. You can call it ROAS, you can call it whatever you like, but the relationships is based on providing that value, right? If you can provide that value more consistently with tooling,
exactly.
If you did a controlled test of who's going to keep their clients for longer, it's going to be the people that get the outputs that they've promised more consistently.
Indeed.
So the way I look at these things is, if you can do that, then why would you not deploy?
Absolutely. I think that's that's the thing. Like, it's an amplifier. It's not a replacer. It's an amplifier of skills, and it's still early. Like, it's still it's still early stages. Like, Olivia is like, she's a baby now. She's a baby. We have so many advanced features we want to build with so many things. And
a baby with 40 customers in like 2 weeks.
She made 20 grand last month for us. Like, it's pretty cool. We had like a yearly client as well who signed up. So I think she's just a baby, but it will become better. Like, I think somebody has found a journalist on LinkedIn in one of the lists. Like, oh, look at those 2 journalists. They should not receive your emails. Like, yeah, but like, even if you send an email to a list from like whatever Macrack, you will still have 1 or 2 irrelevant journalists, like, inevitably. And we are working on it. We are really, really working hard to make it even better. And I think people should. Yeah.
We all use different tools. Most SEO tools that have been around for 10 plus years still make mistakes with false positives. I think there are just certain things that, you can get them to the 90th percentile, 95%, but every tool has some things that, I think should have a human in a loop to at least.
Yeah, that's the thing. Do not just let it run wild, but, get the human common sense in there. Get the human, like, creativity, knowledge in there. But then it's going to take you way less time to do it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So where do people go? How do they get in touch?
Just go to Olivia Brown AI. On the homepage, you can sign up. Once you sign up, if you're among the first 100 clients, it will be me who will be welcoming you into the demo meeting. I'm going to introduce the platform to anyone who joins. And I'm going to show you even how to set up your first campaign. And initially it will take like 5 working days until we set up your emails, because we will actually take care of all the email deliverability and email sending for you, so you don't have to set up any kind of DKIM and SPF and nothing. We do everything, so that takes a few days. But once that is done, then you are just free to send emails, and we'll make sure that you will just mash it with the tool. We want people. I always, I said this to a few clients, like, I want people to have problems with their wives, because in their sleep they would mention Olivia's name, and the wife would slap them and like, who's Olivia? And then he would be like, oh, it's like this software, and she would be like, yeah, right, software. And then the guy would have to open up the laptop at 4 a.m. to show the wife that this is Olivia. So I want people to fall in love with her that much. And we'll make
results that she's driving.
Indeed.
Brilliant. Well, like, this is live demo has sold it to me. So anyone who's going to be watching this on LinkedIn or YouTube, I think if you don't get a demo, I think you'll definitely be missing out. And I hope that the tool gets all the credit and visibility that it should, because it's clearly solving a lot of problems for people.
Amazing.
Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thank you. It was a pleasure, and it was great to meeting you again.
Yeah. See you soon.
See you, man. See you.
See ya.